In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind.
Welcome back. You're listening to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
Hey, and I'm Eric Stromer.
That was kind of fun learning about being green and getting money, huh?
That is a great idea.
Cool house. We're going to have those pictures up there. But in the summertime, no matter where you are, you want just to have that feeling of being on vacation. You know, people are taking vacations, and you go, wait, I want to go on a vacation. So I thought we could talk about ways to make your yard look like you're on a vacation. And when I think of Hawaii or the tropics,
you think of fire.
Think of tiki, tiki, tiki,
Tiki,
tiki,
tiki, tiki, tiki, tiki, touches.
Tiki lights.
Tiki touches.
And so I came across this project, and Eric, I'm sure you can help us figure out how to get all the supplies that we need. You know those tiki torches that you can buy?
Yeah.
Those are cool and all. But envision your own custom-made tiki lights that are made with cobalt blue wine bottles.
How cool is that, right?
Okay.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because now you would have beautiful, I love the way cobalt blue glass lights up.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Isn't it
You know,
neat?
because it casts a wonderful light. When even if the sun hits it or at nighttime, it radiates that fine color.
So this is an outdoor project in terms of safety. You got to make sure that you're watching what you're doing. But so let's talk through how we can make this.
Sure. So first of all, you would find some of these bottles. Now
cobalt blue preferred,
cobalt
if you
blue
can.
preferred, yeah.
Or maybe
have
even
that.
water bottles, but you know.
Even a wine bottle would work if you
wine
want.
or either.
Yeah. And so what you're going to do then is you're going to get yourself a bracket essentially that holds it away from the structure. So you can get something like a what would you call it? Like a copper coupling, for example. And it would be plumbing stuff essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna adhere that to your wall with screws, right? It's gonna be like a flange, and then you could get a piece of pipe that would screw into that coupling, and then that would come out on a little arm with an end that would have a coupling that goes around the neck of the bottle. So you'll see this on the website. It's very, very easy to understand once you take a look at it. And then you just simply drape the bottle into that holder. It's almost like an arm, like it looks like a little robot arm. And then in that bottle, you're going to have your wick mechanism, and that's going to go in and have your fluid inside the bottle. And then the wick comes up out of the top of the bottle, and then you light that torch, and what do you get?
Beauty.
Tiki, 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 tiki.
Tiki. And so you get some of that, you could buy that heating oil, right? The basic tiki light
it's
fuel.
It's the same
torch
fuel that
fuel.
you have in any kind of a torch
You get it at
lamp.
the garden centers or get that anywhere.
Yeah,
but the hanger itself, it looks like that's something that we can do. It isn't.
Oh, it's very, very simple. You know, it's again, you'll see it right on our website when you take a look at what we're talking about, yourhomewizards.com. And it's just 2 screws that go into the wood that you have, and then a little arm that comes out again with a little bracket that screws around the neck of the bottle.
And that's in the plumbing department.
That's exactly right, yeah.
And you get what, maybe, are they hex nuts? Is that what you're using?
Yeah. You could use that. Hex nuts, then it's a clamp that goes completely around. It's called a split ring hanger. And it's 3/8 by 16 rod. So it's very, very simple to do. Again, so the ingredients are, you're going to need Teflon tape, okay? You're going to also need a top plate connector. You would need a split ring hanger. And these are going to sound kind of foreign unless you see what we're talking about on the website. And then the copper coupling, and then a copper cap. And then that copper color along with the blue bottle really gives you that amazing look.
Oh, but that glow,
about.
The contrast of the yellow flame, against that cobalt blue when it's hanging there against the wall. And I guess you probably need to secure it to a fence of some kind, right?
Yeah, and you do want to get it out far enough away from the house so you're not going to set the house on fire.
We don't want to do that.
No, so
but
please
boy, isn't that a gorgeous, gorgeous style. So I think that's something fun to do. Yeah. Another great DIY project for the summer, because everyone's thinking about vegetable gardens and edibles. It's really fun to get creative with how you label your plants in the garden.
Yeah, and what do you like? What do you like doing?
Well, there's a lot of them, and we talked about using duct tape. That's one where you basically take a plastic knife that's colored, and then you use a round ball pen, and you write oregano on this duct tape now that you've folded around this plastic fork or knife, and it says oregano, and it looks almost like it has been stylized, that it's engraved, and you put that in the soil, and now you have these little flags that are labeling.
It's almost like embossed, right? Yeah.
But here's a really cute one. It's so easy to do. You get some of those lava rocks, and this is a great project with the kids. You can buy a bag of the lava rocks from your home, whatever store.
It's like any kind of a landscaping store will sell bags of rocks like that. They're almost like sea pebbles.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And how cute. And you get some white paint, and then you can get really creative and you write, you paint on there cucumber or pumpkin or watermelon or zucchini. And then you can even have the kids draw a picture of a pumpkin or watermelon, right? Isn't that cute?
That's exactly right. I love that.
And you put that, and then you put those cute little rocks right there with the veggie names and the pictures right amongst your garden.
Love it.
I think it's very cute and clever. Let's see, there's another really good one, and that's using spoons that you can, old spoons that you have, maybe antique spoons. A lot of people collect them, right?
Yeah.
And you can get a metal stamp. And if you get a metal stamp, then you can squeeze into the spoon itself the word lettuce. Isn't that great?
That's really cute.
And then you perch the spoon with the end into the soil, but the spoon cup is now facing you, and it says lettuce or radish or cilantro.
Really great.
But the key is to get that metal stamp that will kind of help.
Yeah, so you're doing
it.
a creative version of how the plants come with those little plastic tags that say the name of the plant and what you're supposed to do on it. Yeah.
Another one that's really simple, and again another cute kid project, is to use an old tin can. Maybe you have a can from your pasta sauce, although I know you make your tomatoes.
I've got a bunch of tuna cans, I'll tell you that.
Well, the tuna cans.
Yeah, that's a little short for this.
Plus the smell of the tuna. It's going to bring
that. We're going to use. We're going to use the can of beans.
But you could spray paint it white and then paint a little flower. Like this is a row of your marigolds. You paint a little orange flower on there, or you paint.
That's really great.
Pumpkins. Isn't that cute?
How about the clothespins? That's cute too.
That's a cute idea. And then you could paint those or spray paint those in different colors and then label them. And then we were talking about using a wine bottle. Well, why not use it? Have you seen wine bottles in landscaping where they turn them upside down so the widest round part is facing up, and you submerge it completely into the soil to almost make a really pretty barrier, if you will. I've seen this done on different showcase homes. And they're all the same color, like all yellow bottles or all cobalt blue bottles. But here, instead of submerging it all the way into the soil, you just have it a little bit in, and then you've painted on the side of the bottle beets in white paint. And
if you want some elevation, you can just put a stick in the bottle and then put the stick in the ground, so it's just sitting on the stick.
But isn't that a fun little do-it-yourself project that is going to help celebrate what you've done? Now, using old pots. We have a lot of old terracotta pots around the house, and a lot of times they break. But don't throw them away, because you're going to maybe break them into pieces and use it as a great way to prevent the water from seeping out too quickly. It makes a nice drainage protector. It lets it still drain, but slows down the process a little. But look how you can take half of a pot and then write the word oregano across the rim, and now that becomes a cute little label kind of tucked in front of where the oregano's growing. You
know what else is cute is having those little like toy animals, like a little mini plastic dinosaur, which by the way, I find those in my yard all the time.
And then you can write the word
write the word lavender on it and then put that in your garden.
Isn't that? And so now the little dinosaur animals are living amongst your edibles.
That's it.
That is very cute. Also, you can paint different kinds of markers. Are those maybe paint stirrers that you would find?
That's right, yeah. And then you can sharpen the ends of them, and then do like a coat of milk paint over it, so it's like raspberry with a raspberry color, and then you put that in the earth right where your raspberries are grown.
And again, plastic knives, you can now color those as well. I mean, who doesn't have a few extra plastic knives sitting around?
I got about 400 from last night's party.
And all you needed was a spoon. That's all you could find.
I know, right? I'm actually gonna spray the plastic knives and then put those in the ground and label my plants.
And then just paint it like a pretty blue or a different shade, because you're talking about white plastic ones you've got, I'm guessing, right? Or clear ones.
I have white ones.
But paint them a different color so it goes, and then you can write the word corn or pumpkin seeds or whatever on there.
That's it.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
And it's a good project, I think, for kids to get involved in. Or if you have frozen fruit juice, those little those round lids that are at the top, how about using that to paint the top of that and somehow secure that to either a fence or set it in the ground?
Yeah. You pull them off the frozen orange juice. Pull them off the top. Put the paint on that. Yeah.
So those are some cute little ways to do it.
And keep in mind, if you go buy these things in a store, they're going to cost you $35 a pop, right?
Right.
We're doing it for nothing.
Don't forget the beauty of chalk or blackboard paint, which is another way to quickly label your marker.
Yep.
Whether you're using a wooden clothespin or whatever you do, just paint it with a chalk paint or black, and then just use some chalk to write the word of what it is.
You know what else is great too is you take a twig that you find that's maybe 3/4 inches in diameter, and then you peel off like whittle a part of the bark off, and then within the area that's white and exposed, the light part of the wood that you've whittled away the bark from, you go ahead and paint your parsley or your sage on there and use that as a stake.
Now, how are your veggies doing these days?
Well, the tomatoes are coming around again.
Really?
It's the second round I told you from ones that I put in there and I kind of disregarded, and here they are producing fruit again.
How's your plumeria?
Oh, man.
Is it leaving? Are we seeing some leaves?
The leaves are coming out, about 3/4 of an inch so far.
Well, so we were at a garden show recently, and we both bought a couple of plumeria stalks.
We didn't. You bought me one as a fine gift, and I'm grateful.
Because I have plumeria at my house, but I wanted another one, because once you go plumeria, you can't go back.
You can't go back.
So we're going to talk about bringing Hawaii to your yard in the form of great plants: plumeria, hibiscus, banana, some really great canna.
Coconut bra. Oh, yeah, and a
Coco
ukulele.
Cabana. Hey, we should have had the Coco Cabana
little
song.
sailor hat.
I was
It's
forgetting
all
them.
there.
Anyway, so that's coming up next, Home Wizards, as we're going to help bring your vacation to your home, and that's in the form of these beautiful flowers that you can have grown either on your balcony in an apartment or in the backyard, and it's going to make you feel like you're in, well,
there you are.
Hawaii.
See, that's
See
where
how
we
it
are.
is? We bring it right there. You're constantly okay.
Sipping a cool Hawaiian punch. That's right.
I'm there already. Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole. Hope you're having fun with this. Home Wizards is back in a flash.
That I knew long ago.